If you offer 5 rupees to Lord Hanuman with the hope that he would help you win a lottery, then your whole thinking process is wrong. Why wouldn't Hanuman win a lottery for himself instead of helping you win? There was once a temple of Lord Hanuman, and 1 mile away from it there was a temple of Lord Rama. A person went to the temple of Rama and started praying to Lord Rama. After performing worship, he offered sweets to the deity. Lord Rama was pleased. He appeared before him and said, "Well, son, why are you here?" The man replied, "My wife is missing. Please help me." At this, Rama said, "This is not my work. 1 mile from here is Lord Hanuman's temple, who looks after this department. When my wife was missing, I too sought his help, and he found her. Hence, you go to him." Here the departments have actually been divided. If you go and tell Lord Rama that your wife is missing, he won't be able to help you. You shall have to go to Lord Hanuman. Rama will only say, "I myself could not find my wife. Go to Hanuman. He shall help you." And if you go to Hanuman and say that you are not able to get married, he will say, "I am myself unmarried. I could not find a girl for myself. Then where shall I find one for you?" What we have done is that we have divided the work among all the gods. Each god has his own work. Hence nothing can be achieved if you offer 5 rupees to them and pray to them with folded hands. You shall have to perform sadhana and make the gods appear before you. Offering service means selfless services. You should not have any selfish motive, and along with selfless service, there should be a feeling of sacrifice for the good of others. Sacrifice of something which is most liked by you. If you have 5 kgs of sweets and you give 1 piece to someone, then this is not sacrifice. But if you have 1 loaf of bread and you give half of it to someone, then this shall be true sacrifice. But sacrifice must be made only for the good of others, or where it has some significance. If you buy a shirt for 100 rupees and offer it to me, then this is no sacrifice. This act is useless, for I already have 40 to 50 shirts and I don't need any more. If you bring sweets for me, then they too shall go waste, for I do not eat sweets. I don't expect such material things from you. On the other hand, it would be more useful if you contribute your efforts in the progress of the work of the trust. I have bought a land, and if someone builds a hall on it for the benefit of the sadhaks and the general public, then he shall surely obtain the results of his good deed. It does not matter how much the benefits of the results are, but what matters is that he has contributed to a good cause. If I had not planned to make the ashram, someone might have set up a bar there and people would have consumed liquor at that very place. This could have happened, but now only holy ceremonies, sadhanas, shall be performed there. And if you contribute in such work, then this shall be your sacrifice. Your help shall prove to be beneficial to thousands of people and more useful than if you offer gifts and sweets to me. Service means that through which the common man can benefit. This place needs a good signboard. I am not asking you to get one painted. I want to tell you that any work which has some general utility is a good service. You may be in any temple or in any place. Wherever sacrifice and services are required, you should move forward to help. Service, sacrifice and devotion are the three steps to spiritual enlightenment. Devotion means dedicating everything you possess, giving up all you have, and becoming one before whom or before what you devote yourself. When devotion is complete, you shall obtain everything. Thus you have to first empty out everything if you want to acquire the spiritual treasure. When the jug is empty, it can be filled again to its brim with one liquid. If your mind, your thoughts are already full, then I cannot write anything new on it, and my whole discourse shall go in vain. Only when you bring a plain, empty sheet of paper shall you be able to read the lines which I shall inscribe on it. If already it is filled with lies, deceit, immorality, then what can I write on it? Where shall I write? You say to your Guru, I have given up all I possess to you and am now empty. I am sitting in your feet, and it is up to you to give whatever shape or form to my life according to your wish. Till now I have lived life as I wished. Now you teach me how to live. You tell me what to do and how to do. I shall do whatever you ask me to. This is devotion. When you become devoted, then your position, your fame, all become insignificant. Then even if you are a millionaire, it would have no significance. Devotion means that you are nothing. It won't do if you say that you are devoted and then feel proud that you are an officer or you are such a great scholar. This is not devotion. Devotion means you are nothing at all, that you are empty, that you have no position, no fame, no money, no power, no wealth, and nothing. Whatever you do have in material terms is at your home. Here in the feet of the Guru, you are fully devoted. And when a person reaches this stage, he becomes a true disciple. He is not a disciple from the beginning. First, he is just a curious person, then he becomes enlightened, and after adopting the three principles, service, sacrifice, and devotion, he becomes a disciple. Disciple in Sanskrit is Shishya, and it means to come closer. The disciple always comes closer to the Guru. This does not mean that he should go and embrace the Guru. This is not what I mean by coming closer. About 4 to 5 years back, when I was returning from Gangotri, there was this disciple who made very good arrangements for the 200 disciples who were with me. He arranged for their stay and their food. I promised to visit his house in Hyderabad. When I reached Hyderabad, he had hired a musical band and was feeling very happy. He had arranged for us to stay in a guest house, and on the gate of the place he stood with a plate containing a dozen lighted earthen lamps for Aarathi. When I reached the gate, he started the Aarathi. I stood there with my wife and some other disciples as he performed the ceremony. While performing the Aarathi, he came closer and closer, and soon the flames from the dozen lamps were hardly an inch or two from my face. I turned my face, and he came even closer. I strained my neck backwards to its limits Still the intense heat reached me. I hesitated to say anything to him as all his relatives, friends stood nearby. I thought, if I say something, he will feel hurt, and if I don't, my brows and hair will burn. I moved a step backward, and he moved still closer. O Gurudev, thou art an ocean of kindness. He sang as he performed the Aarathi, and I said to myself that soon this ocean of kindness shall end up on a bed in some hospital. I extended my hand to stop the Aarathi, but he said, Guruji, it is rarely that we get a chance. You hardly come to visit us. I said to myself, you have got a chance and I am stuck up. This does not mean that you send me straight to a hospital. To him I said, perform Aarathi from a distance. He said, Guruji, such occasions do not present themselves again and again. Today we have at last got a chance. And speaking these words, he came still closer to me. The intense heat almost scorched my face, and it seemed as if ages had passed when the Aarathi finally concluded. Till then, my face had become red like a hot iron. My poor wife became overtly anxious at my sorry state. She kept looking at me and with inquiring eyes, as if saying, what is all this? I said to her, what can I do? Today I am caught up amongst my disciples. I have always been kind to them. Now it is up to them whether they shower me with their kindness or not. Shishya does not mean that you come and ram into me and then say that I had asked you to come closer. Believe me, for coming closer, it's not necessary for you to break my bones. Coming close means becoming one with my soul, forming a bond with my soul and with my heart. When the disciple reaches the third stage, he comes closer to the Guru. Coming closer means that even his thoughts are not his own. In this state, there remains no questions in his mind. Then he does not even think whether the Guru is an ordinary man of flesh and blood or he is a god. He only thinks that he is his Guru and his Guru is everything for him. When his thinking transforms in this manner and when he touches the feet of the Guru, he realizes divinity in those holy feet. When this happens, his eyes fill up with tears of joy, and thus the disciple learns how to devote himself fully. When he becomes fully devoted, he obtains everything from the Guru. In this relation of Guru and disciple, there is no give and take. Establishing yourself in the soul of the Guru means getting closer to him so that your soul and his soul fuse to become one, and even your physical form becomes one with that of the Guru. All the time, only one thought should remain in your mind, and that is how to make the Guru happy, because then the body of the Guru becomes your own. And if a thorn pricks the feet of your Guru, you feel the pain, you feel restless. You shall not be in distress, but shall still experience restlessness. Then you shall know that something is wrong. This shall happen only when your soul fuses with mine and becomes one with it. They shall become one when you become a disciple, when you devote yourself. Sadhana means Shariram sadhayati sadharma, that is, Controlling all senses in the body is sadhana. Controlling one's senses, one's thoughts, one's body is sadhana. Your body, your mind is not under your control. You cannot even sit at one place for 1 hour. Sometimes you move your hands, sometimes your legs. Then you start yawning and feel tired. You cannot sit in the feet of the God for even 2 hours. You cannot concentrate your mind even for 15 minutes. A woman sits with her eyes closed and chants, "O Ram, O Ram, daughter-in-law, the milk is on the stove, take care of it." And then again, "O Ram, O Ram." You are in meditation, why should you worry about the milk? You are sitting praying to the Lord, and if the milk spills over, it is the responsibility of the daughter-in-law. But Guruji, you say, milk is 10 rupees per kg, you will speak and go away, but I shall lose 10 rupees. I have to take care. You shall go away, then who shall account for my 10 rupees? Then you say, Guruji, my daughter-in-law is so careless. If she felt some responsibility, I would not have to say anything. But you do not realize the truth. Tomorrow when you shall die, what shall you be able to do if the milk spills? Who shall then take care of it? But it is unfortunate that when living, we do not think of death and we do not realize that we are left with so little time. The battle of Mahabharath was being fought between the Pandavas and the Kauravas. It was a battle of dharma, righteousness. Dharma denoted that after sunset the fighting stopped. Only after the day dawned again would the fighting resume. The Pandavas and the Kauravas would fight all day long with each other, and in the evening Duryodhana, Bhima, Arjuna and Yudhishthira would sit and have food together. One evening at around 9 o'clock in the night, Yudhishthira, Bhima, Nakula, Sahadeva and Arjuna, all these 5 brothers were discussing their battle plan for the next day. At that moment, a sage came to them. On seeing him, Yudhishthira said, "O holy man, come back in the morning, we will give you alms then." As Yudhishthira said these words, Arjuna got up suddenly and started beating a drum loudly. Bhima asked him, "Arjun, what are you doing? Why are you beating the battle drum in the night?" Arjuna said, "This is just to express my happiness that Yudhishthira shall be alive at least till next morning." Yudhishthira never speaks a lie, and as he has promised to give alms in the morning, hence no one can kill him at least till the next morning. On hearing these words, Yudhishthira said, "I have committed a grave mistake. How can I know if I shall remain alive even after 1 hour from now? I always speak the truth, but have now given assurance that I shall give alms in the morning. Will I remain alive till the morning? That's why I ask you, how much time do you have? You don't know. There is no machine in this world which can tell how much more you shall live. No science can forecast this. No scientist or doctor can tell this to you. I cannot forecast, and even you cannot tell. You say, Guruji, we shall start meditation after a few years. Guruji, let my son's marriage be over. Then I shall accomplish the sadhana which you have given to me and come to you. When will the marriage take place? When will your daughter-in-law arrive? When will you teach her to prepare food? And when shall you come to me? What if something happens to you in between? What if death snatches you away from this world. You cannot tell. Hence only the moments of the present which are in your hands are your own, and when you shall use them properly, only then shall you achieve totality of life. I have told you that totality of life cannot be achieved just by listening to preachings. Sadhana is the only medium between you and God, and you can reach that state only through this medium.